everywhere we went, like every city, every restaurant, everything we did, he was fucking there.
No
like,
way.
Yes! Bob Saget has been following me since I'm 27 years old.
Wow.
Like, I would go into a restaurant in San Francisco. Who's there? Bobby Saget. We would get, like, we went to Bandera a couple times in Brentwood. There's Bob Saget. We would go to a comedy show. Someone else was supposed to be hosting. They couldn't show up. Who's their replacement? Bob Saget. This dude
you guys are in the Truman Show.
haunting
Bob Saget's following.
And I'm like, finally, I've been rid of Bob Saget.
That was a beautiful eulogy you just gave. That was really nice. I'm glad he's not here anymore. I kept seeing him everywhere.
Oh my god.
Bob was everywhere I was.
Get out of the house. It's too full. Get out of the house. We're dead. Goodbye.
Oh man.
But
I didn't know that. It's wild.
Very.
That's a beautiful camera visual. Sean just went.
Hillary Duff follows me, so we have a lot in common.
Clearly.
I'm just trying to go to the Casa
I
Vega.
just- I go to the Casa Vega.
God damn
I'm like,
it.
Hillary, I like the show, but it's over. Lizzie McGuire's long gone.
How much is she worth?
Why are you gonna follow me?
I gotta know. Let's see. Hillary Duff.
Enough to get those beautiful veneers.
Hillary Duff.
Net worth. It's never accurate.
I always hope it is,
25.
though.
25 mil?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely can afford a couple tacos.
HD sitting on 25 mil. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that was definitely her. That was definitely her. She seems so happy.
She could definitely be wifey.
Yeah?
Hillary Duff? What's she like?
Why do I
How
feel?
old is she now?
Why do I feel like maybe your views wouldn't align?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
You guys could have fun for like 30 days.
That's all we need.
30
day
days.
fiance?
Yep. Oh, she was a cute kid. Is
It
that?
says, what is Hillary Duff up to now? I can tell you what she's up to now.
She's
She's
eating
having
tacos
tacos
next
and
week.
tortilla chips
Go.
at
Casa
the
Vega.
Vega Casa.
Yep.
I love it. I love that I had the same day as Hillary Duff.
For
For tacos?
an hour.
Just stumble in
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is Hillary Duff still rich?
for an hour.
Yes. Well, for whatever reason, I thought she was a singer.
I would have
I
thought,
feel like she has a couple
especially with the like all of the Disney residual shit, that would have been more. Cause like you look at the Olsen twins or like Miley Cyrus, I feel like they're crazy
songs.
rich.
The Olsen twins have to be balling.
I mean, I think they're worth like $500 million.
Either way, they look like they were in The Shining.
You got it, dude.
They're
You got that bag, dude. It's crazy.
Oh my god, everybody just laughs at that. You got it, dude. What? No.
The show was never actually funny.
No.
You got it, dude. Chuck-ching.
Oh my god.
It wasn't. It certainly wasn't.
And Bob Saget, listen, that the America's Funniest Videos, I know he was getting paid a fortune to do that, I guess, right?
Yeah, that was a good gig for
But
him.
how brutal is that show? How brutal.
America, America, this is you.
Like some guy trips over a trash can and everything. And
I
then you
gotta
vote.
admit, my family and I used to watch that and laugh
I know.
our asses off.
But they also do dad jokes that they think are funny.
Who?
Your family.
Yeah, okay.
That show is geared for
You
that.
guys never watched that show?
I personally didn't watch America's.
None of your family watched it.
Maybe my dad.
It was on at the dinner table some
Yeah.
nights.
Yeah,
It was
I hate to
prime
admit
time.
it.
yeah.
It was prime time.
But this is the thing that YouTube killed America's Funniest Home Videos for me, because people in my family would go, "Oh, America's Funniest Home Videos is hilarious." I go, type in fails on YouTube,
Right.
and you can get an hour HD video
Right.
that's way better
Yeah.
and way more extreme.
Yeah, but when we were kids, YouTube didn't exist.
Right.
So it wasn't like
But I'm saying there
Like
was
the option.
Well, I'm saying I lived through the point where I go, turn this shit off. Let's go to YouTube.
You
and
had
I'll
the
show you
option.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, you're like, I can airplay this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We did not.
I remember no internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and
that's
then
good.
Then you
But
connect.
And then someone
What
would
was that?
and then someone would pick up the phone and
China.
disconnect
Yeah,
you.
you had the,
China,
yeah,
motherfucker.
Someone would pick up the phone and disconnect you.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yes, your mom like, I gotta make a call. Get off the internet.
Or when you were talking to your 5th grade crush, someone else would pick up the phone.
Yep.
I'm trying to use the phone. I got 5 more minutes. I got shit. It was just better.
Yeah.
Life was better.
Like it was better.
Yeah.
The phone was a
Because
little
now
more.
everybody has instant
Yes.
access to everything.
It's too much.
Overexposure.
It's too much.
Overexposure.
TMI.
For the last 5 days, we've seen nothing but Kanye West make an attempt to get back his ex-wife.
Yeah. How different would this town be if you had to throw a spear to eat?
Truth.
Yeah. I know. But it is pretty fucking awesome that you can go on an app, order like I don't know, a trumpet when you need one, and it's here in 24 hours.
It is pretty cool. But is it cool enough to deal with the rest of the bullshit?
No.
No, I'll take the old life back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather go, what did you just hypothetically order?
a trumpet.
I'll go, damn, my trumpet will be here in 14 days.
Yeah, yeah, or just go to Guitar Center like
Exactly.
a normal person.
Go to the trumpet store and get ripped off.
Right.
Yeah. I never played an instrument growing up.
No?
You don't say.
They knew better.
Not even the recorder?
Nope.
They handed you that plastic flute?
I was a choir guy.
Okay.
Choir?
Well, they had a chorus. I had a chorus class in high school. You could take that or music. I took chorus. So they were like in high school, and like freshman year of high school.
Did they tell you what key you were? You know,
Key?
like soprano.
No, I did this thing in the Christmas concert. It was me and 2 other people, and we had to make a pop noise. Yeah. Like something like that. And that was
How
what
have I never heard about this?
Sister Jane.
Sister Mary Clarence?
Sister Jane.
So
Sister
you
Jane.
were like an ad lib.
So like
It
everyone
was a sound
sang.
effect.
Yeah, everyone sang.
You were an onomatopoeia.
Yeah, it was like everyone sang when you know, like,
Alright, so I go,
and then I'm like, yeah,
boom. Alright.
I don't know.
What song was this?
All I know.
Wait, and it was Christmas?
Yeah.
And that's the noise you had to make?
Yep.
He was in
So
the
it was like
special
Ave Maria, come in with the pops?
It was good. It was really great. It was a great
And you
class.
don't remember the song?
No, not at all.
Dashing through the snow. And I want myself to say, what was the...
I don't remember.
Alright,
Wait.
hey.
Was it a religious song?
No.
No.
It was
Okay.
upbeat. Everybody in the audience was dancing. No. But, yeah, I was in chorus with Sister Jane. who was
Wait, but
also...
did you have to do this?
Just keep talking over me. That's fine.
No, I'm just curious. Did you have to do this?
What do you mean that I had to do this?
Were you forced? Or was this
It was
optional?
part of the class.
I know, but did you have to take the class?
It was either this or another elective.
Okay, so you chose chorus.
Very easy.
Okay, that's all I wanted
There
to know.
were
Go
no
ahead.
tests. There were no tests.
Easy.
Okay.
You met in the auditorium every whatever it was, and
Good choice.
we had to deal with. You had to partake in the
And all
Christmas
you had
concert
to do was this.
for this particular concert.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there were others.
There were others, but I was just, singing together, because when a group sings like that, there's enough good to cover the bad.
Okay.
But I gotta tell you, I did some
Not
good
always.
popping. I did
Some good popping.
I did some good popping.
So out of how many kids were in that class?
40?
And they had 3 poppers.
3 poppers.
Not 4.
Maybe there were 4. I really don't, I don't remember.
So
but
it was
we
you
all
and 2
stood
other
on the.
poppers.
We all stood on the.
Was it only male poppers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you guys had a strong pop.
Yeah, it was back when you can call yourself a man or a male. So she was like, the boys are gonna be the poppin', and take you and your dicks.
There
And
you
go
go.
to the corner of the stands over there, and when we point at you, You know?
For all of the things that you complain about
Yeah.
that are just unbearable and corny in life,
Yeah.
and the fact that you spent part of your time in high school popping in a chorus.
It wasn't that bad. It was one semester.
Uh-huh.
It's
One pop. That was it.
It was a couple pops, right?
I hear you.
It was on a Thursday night. The parents gathered around. The Christmas concert goes off. Blah blah blah. I'm on with my life. It did
Were
really.
your parents there?
My mom was there. My
Were
dad.
your siblings there?
I don't think so.
So your mom saw the popping.
My mom saw the puppet.
Okay.
Yeah, she came to my.
And she was fine with that.
What do you mean? She was just happy that I wasn't failing.
Exactly. He went like this. Hey.
My mom was not the lady to walk into school and go, you know, I really think he should be challenged more. She was just like, is it okay?
Yeah, he's doing good.
I'm not-
Exactly.
I'm
That's
not
how
sure you
it's
should
going.
be popping.
That's a good
Yeah.
mom.
She was a good mom.
Yeah.
But Sister Jane, who was the teacher of the class, she was also a 2nd degree black belt
And a nun?
and a nun. She was about 4'11", 5 foot, and she one day, because I then, like, I don't know, maybe my 2nd year, I ended up taking music because I was like, oh, I like Sister Jane, she's really cool. It seemed like a pretty easy grade. I'll take general music, right? And so I take the general music class, and I kid you not, it caught fire that she was a black belt in karate. She did a whole kata in class for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
She had to show the skills.
Yeah.
And then you loved her.
The rumors were getting out. Yeah, she ain't no real black belt.
So she got named
Because
Ninja Nun.
you were a karate man yourself.
Yeah, and then she was known as Ninja Nun,
Right.
which was awesome. She's dead now.
Well,
Yeah, Sister Jane no longer with us.
did she die in a Ritz-Carlton in Orlando?
No,
Oh, okay.
kung fu fight.
That's good. Oh,
Yeah, she actually fought to the death.
She fought.
Right.
She fought.
Yeah.
Yeah. She fought Jet Li. He won.
her head fractures made sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But she was a tough little lady.
I bet.
Yeah, compact, quick.
The little ones often are.
Yeah, she was a sweet lady. She was the one that made me. And then second, she was.
I wish there was
There's
video
video.
footage of.
Not my mom doesn't have it, but I'm sure the school has it. I feel like there were definitely a number of cameras.
You could go back to St. Mary's and say,
Let me
She
get
can
that
make you
tape.
see Jesus 2 ways.
That's right. She would get a little angry too, because there'd always be some
Right.
fucking around in the chorus class, and some kid pushing someone off the stands, the risers.
I mean, that was a rite of passage.
Right.
King of the riser.
Right.
Give a little elbow.
But I was like, stay away from me. I'm popping.
I just want to know how you were selected to be popping. It seems like
It was eye contact.
That's what it was.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. She had looked at me, and she kind of saw that I was outgoing or whatever, and she's like, "Yeah, you're gonna be a popper," because the whole song stops.
It's prestigious.
oh, wait, it's like an a cappella pop? You're not.
You're solo popping. Everything is riding on the pop in the moment.
I'm just being
Wow.
honest.
That's high pressure.
But me and 2
Wow.
others or 3 others, whatever.
No wonder you
So
couldn't
like
stage.
the whole song was like, and then everyone go back to the song. It was very quick though. It wasn't a
Right.
labored
Wow.
type deal of popping.
So they're like, we got 40 kids.
Yeah,
3 of you pop. That's loud enough.
Right.
yeah. And as soon as I did that pop, and the crowd, I could just see they were like, wow.
Wow.
That was like open mics for me.
Yeah.
There I am. Still
Found your
nowhere.
calling.
Still nowhere.
I would say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's-
chorus. I tried to sign up for chorus every year. They were like, you took that in sophomore year. I go, but I love it.
You're like,
Every time I said,
me!
I haven't stopped
It's
popping.
me!
every time I saw Sister Jane in the hallway, I was like, Sister Jane!
And she's like, Gary, good to see you. Still got
Sister
it.
Jane! I want to take you to class again!
I just want to know the song.
I know.
It was Pop Lock and Drop It.
I'm actually trying to think. I was the only one of my friends who took that class.
You don't say.
It was just me and a bunch of other kids, because the other kids in it were like part of the theater club. And
yeah.
It was a whole thing. It was like hand in hand, and I was just like,
They knew what it was.
Because it was first period also, which I was like cool with. Because a lot of times we just sat in the seats and practiced the songs.
Well, that's the best way to start your day is like an elective like that.
Yeah.
Because you can almost show up late because there's just so much chaos
Mm-hmm.
going on.
Yes.
I had first period weightlifting.
Uh-huh.
So it was just like stumble in,
Yeah.
you know.
See, but that's tough though, because like if you got to start lifting weights, so like
It started your day. Cold shower.
Yeah, I can see how you.
So was that in lieu of PE?
No, so you could have that as well.
So you did weightlifting
I
and
figured
PE?
I figured out how to stack electives.
Did you actually go and do
Wow.
classes?
Zero work.
Yeah.
I had classes. So it was, in high school, it was, you do 4 classes a day,
Yeah.
and then 4 classes the next day. So you weren't doing 7 in a day. It was like
This is
block
that new age
schedule.
shit.
Did you have good grades?
Hell no.
Really?
Oh, it was awful. But I had, I figured out how to get like weightlifting, gym, and ROTC.
Wow.
So it was like 3 things where you could just kind of like do your own thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could have gone so many different directions with that.
Except for up.
Except for Wednesday, you had to wear the pickle suit.
Wait, I don't know what that means.
So it was like this green button up with these dark green pants.
Where did you go to
gold
school?
belt buckle.
Subway?
No, it was Army ROTC
Oh.
in high school. But it was an
okay.
easy A if you just wear the pickle suit, shine your belt buckle.
Oh, the
You know.
So every Wednesday, the
Called it a
whole
pickle
day, you had to wear the same thing.
Show up.
Okay.
Yeah, with the other kids.
Okay.
The black shiny shoes.
Wow.
They would check your hair. They'd be like, "Are your sideburns lined up?" And you
Really?
had to march out.
Really?
It was like, and the kids in there were like, "I am going into the military."
Wow.
I mean-
And I'm like, "I'm going to get an A in this class."
Yeah.
And they were like serious.
I wonder how many of them actually did.
Oh,
A lot.
So every Wednesday, Sean gets dressed in his military outfit.
pickle soup.
We did
It was
not.
green.
Did you guys have ROTC? No.
I feel like you
know.
would have. New York.
No.
In a Catholic school?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
We didn't.
I feel like San Diego would. It's all military.
Yeah.
That's true. If it existed,
ROTC in the
I don't know about it. Meaning, like, I never saw kids.
Really?
Well,
maybe not in that school.
That's what I'm saying. At our school specifically. I don't
Maybe
know.
they put it in the schools where they know the kids are not going to do well in life.
That could have easily been our
Maybe.
school.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was a wild class. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you had to call the people running it, like Sergeant Major and Colonel.
Really?
They were like real
Yeah.
Yeah.
retired things.
So what would you do in that class?
I mean, it was just
I think
like,
you just said it.
you would just learn
Marching.
about
Military?
military stuff.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you would march, you would do rifle spinning,
Yeah.
Ooh.
a lot of push-ups.
Okay.
Then there was kids like, you would get assigned your squad and you'd have to march. You're just taught like all that stuff.
Right. It's like basic training.
And then the I loved when the actual ex-Marines and stuff would get mad at the kids because it was just it was pure comedy is what it was. Like this kid Donald, he had huge ears, size 15 shoes, just like a goofy kid, you know, just goofy. He sucked. And the teacher would just be like, "Donald, get out there and draw fire, boy." Just literally like tell him like in combat, like the guy that just runs down the middle, like draw fire to see where the bullets are coming from. That's like how he was. He like, "Draw fire, Donald." And he'd be like, "If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough." Like they had a pass to just call kids idiots
Oh my god.
because the principal loved them. Like, "Oh, we got a colonel
Right.
on campus."
They're giving them tough love.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little too big to be in the military.
Yeah, like keep your head down.
Yeah.
I can't get this lower.
Sean's in the bunker, but he's still 2 feet above.
Yeah.
He looks like a periscope.
Stuck. Yeah,
What do you see up there, Sean? Everything.
Not good. It's not good.
Get down! I
Fuck that. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
am! You gotta be compact for the military. You can't be like down in the trenches and just be like, you're marching through the trenches and then they're just like, there he is.
My bulletproof vest has to go past my belly button.
I mean, tell that to all Tall guys who got drafted in World War II.
Oh yeah.
They
This is
did
not for you.
They really screwed those guys.
Oh yeah. Done.
I mean,
I feel like the smaller the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Compact, fit in little holes, hide behind a tree.
Yep.
You couldn't do that.
or be in a small plane.
Something, yeah.
Submarine. Can you imagine?
Like he would never fit in a tent.
Submarine gives me anxiety.
They would have to open the hatch.
I think it gives everyone anxiety.
I go for air.
Like a whale. Bring me up.
He is the periscope.
Yeah.
Location.
Yeah. I just have goggles on.
Nothing. All clear. Good.
There's a shark.
Down periscope.
Shark.
It's so awful. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like the submarine skit, and I just was looking at the background images of like the interior of a submarine, and it's
terrifying.
It's like 20 guys in a line just sleeping
Yeah.
like this.
Or like,
I can't even imagine.
or like they like when they lean, they're like just all leaning when the thing is turning.
I cannot. Can you
It's a cigar.
imagine?
They're in a cigar.
Yes. Under
It's
the water.
horrible, dude.
It's a soup can.
It's like this. You put your hands like this. It's a Chuck E. Cheese tube.
It's
Like-
Could you imagine being down there for 6 months
no.
and you're just like day 45? You're like, I could really just step outside
Yeah.
for a minute, and you're like,
I'm lighting a joint.
and
I'm hotboxing that whole stuff. What are you gonna do? Come get me. Come kick me out. I don't give a fuck. I'm lighting. We have the nukes.
Yeah.
They're gonna fuck with us?
Yeah.
We have the nukes.
they have the nukes too.
We're on the
Depends
top.
on who.
Yeah, we'll hit the button
Sean's
first.
weed trail just.
Bro, imagine somebody just like, alright man, today's the mission.
Yeah.
It's the
Kevin Johnson!
Well, that's not like if you're like an obese person.
It's all. Oh,
Why would you be in this like?
Well, I don't know if you
And
get
you
to
don't
be
get-
on a submarine if that's
That's
the
not
case.
true. Have you ever seen the
You
movie
don't-
Down Periscope?
Yes,
You
I
don't
have.
get to pick either.
You don't get to pick?
I heard you don't get to pick.
What do you mean?
I
This
feel
guy
like-
I worked with in New York, his brother was on it. He's like, yeah, my brother's on a submarine right now. And he's like, he fucking hates it. And I'm like, well, didn't he kind of sign up for that? He's like, yeah, the Navy, but you don't get to pick. I go,
They just
"Dude."
assign him to
I go,
submarine?
dude, I would be like, ha! I can't do it.
Oh my god.
6 months, it's solitary confinement.
Yeah, and claustrophobia.
Dude, and all it's that red light, and you just hear, doo.
Everyone's sweating.
You just don't know.
And you gotta be quiet.
And then you're at Thanksgiving in November with your family, and they're like, hey, son, how you been?
I know.
They're coming in a fucking tube.
You're just looking out the window.
For you!
Starting shit.
Sean, you want turkey? I'm good.
Yeah, you come up and people are like, so you people gotta wear a mask. I'd be like, I'm going, maybe you want to be on the sub. Maybe we're looking at it all wrong.
Maybe we've just come to a
Yeah.
conclusion that that's like
Maybe you want to get
kind of like a yacht.
maybe you
Back
want,
on the water.
maybe you want every month them just to wire money into your account.
That's the silent 20.
And you
Yeah, you can't spend anything.
yeah.
That's true.
In 6 months you'll have 40.
They got Wi-Fi down there.
I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of Instagramming going on. Yo. It's not good. It's probably horrible. I'd rather be in a Ralph's
Sublife.
in LA. Yeah.
The enemy just sees your network. I'll airdrop them. There he is.
How did we get blown up, sir?
Fire away!
The network's name is like USA 1776.
Not a sub.
The S is a dollar sign. You're like, maybe that's them.
Fired.
The Chinese are like, huh, Sean, not one of us.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
I'll ping him.
Oh shit. Sir, how did they find us, sir? We have Verizon. It fucking blows up.
Oh my god.
That's the best.
Oh, that's amazing. Do they have Wi-Fi?
Ah,
They got Dish Network.
Yeah, a dish. Oh boy.
March Madness.
What do you do down there?
What do you mean? What do you do?
6 months.
I feel
You're
like
worried about a missile coming at you. That's what you're worried about.
yeah. I mean, what is their mission?
I'd be like, do we all gotta be down here?
Yeah.
I'd be mad. Day 3, I'd be asking like,
Yeah.
do we all gotta fucking be down here? Can I email this?
Day
shit to you?
3.
What is
The
their
first
mission?
hour in the water, I go, when does this end?
6
What
more months.
What are they doing? That's a good question.
What do you mean, what are they doing? That's a crazy question that both of you are asking.
What? Okay, then you answer. What
Yeah,
are they
There's
doing?
there's other
Subs?
Yeah.
So, are you telling me
I'm gonna sound like a
that
fool.
there is an underwater war consistently going on every year between all of these countries
That's what I'm telling you.
that we just don't know about?
Very well possible. But
You know,
also,
Of course it's
but also
possible.
not.
there's a whole. Are you kidding me? There's a whole. I'm sure there's a whole intelligence of all of this stuff on the
What if
internet.
the Chinese sub and the US sub, they just pass each other? Hey! Every day they go,
I don't know why we're down here.
we're still doing this shit!
What are we doing?
How much they pay you guys?
They just
40 grand!
They just docked in San Diego. They're like, they think we're out there.
They're like, we're a stealth sub, we can go hang out.
I've never thought about it because you know
I gotta
why?
look it up.
The
gotta look it
movies,
up.
the
I
movies
gotta look
only
it up.
show us when it's war games, meaning
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Yeah.
we're firing missiles.
They
like
show you the 10 minutes of.
Crimson
best-
Tide. There's something serious going on. Gene Hackman is smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
What do I even type in?
There's a fire in the
What does
galaxy.
a submarine do on the regular?
What's the point of being on a sub?
What's the point of a fucking submarine? That's what you type.
At least Ghislaine Maxwell was trafficking children.
Right.
She had a purpose for her sub.
Ooh, it would have been good on a submarine.
She used it for that.
She had a submarine?
She had a sub license. No, she's a
How did I not know
Ghislaine
this?
Maxwell had a submarine?
she's a submarine license, and she'd pop up in Epstein Island in the submarine.
Wait.
And she had 8 passports. No, these are we're talking.
Yeah.
We're talking about Bond villains here.
Yeah. Here it is. Militaries use submarines to patrol ocean waters and to attack enemy ships during wartime.
During wartime.
But they're always
But they're always down for 6
yeah,
months.
because the Russians are like, oh yeah, maybe we'll blow up one of their ships. And
So
then
basically what we're saying is that it's always potentially wartime.
I'm saying
They're
that
just down there eating Easy Mac.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I'm saying
gushers.
that I'm saying that Jerry the Turtle with the Capri Sun blanket is a little disrupted every now and then
Yeah.
when somebody's nuclear submarine goes by.
Wait, can we go back to submarine
can.
license? That means she can drive a submarine
Yes. She can just go, I'll see y'all.
and get in my submarine.
Yeah, she had one.
Did you
And
know
she would
this?
go from like island to island.
It's news to me. I just learned that, but I do
No,
know
they are all like, it's all that is like, they're all James Bond villains.
This is
It's amazing.
the best.
You almost admire it.
This is the best new information that I've received in the last 90 days.
Yeah, they just would hop the islands down there.
how many people you think could fit on a submarine.
She had how do you get a sub license?
You have enough money. in
They
your
own
bank.
everything.
I mean, there's submarines on yachts. They sell personal submarines.
Yeah.
There's submarines on yachts?
Yes, you can have.
Yeah,
a
you
submarine.
just dip out.
Not on the Solar 80, but on the boat that I like. There's a
It's
yacht.
called the simple. No.
It's a
Silent 80.
Silent
Let's
80.
just move
Whatever.
on.
How many people you think fit on a submarine?
Well, on the military
Don't
one,
Wait. Aren't there different sizes? Is this a
I'm just
trick
saying.
question?
Military submarine.
Military submarine. Based on what I know
30 to
about
300.
Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington, I'm going to go with 250.
What are you going with?
I'm going to say 100.
I mean, you're looking right at it. It's 100.
Wow.
That's
You
a lot of people.
nailed it.
It's just like, some of them are big, but it's like a tube at the end of the day.
It is. I felt like I should go big.
No,
100's a lot of people.
if
though.
you said like
Yes, it
2,000,
is.
well, because you got to think aircraft carrier is like 2,000.
It's double the size of your graduating class.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You only had 100 seniors?
220.
Really?
Yeah.
We had something like, it was supposed to be like 600, and it was like 239 because it was Florida.
There were
Makes
600
It was
enrolled.
not good. It
239
was
graduated.
not good. That's when I was like, oh, the Chinese are
And
winning.
that's with people taking weightlifting and ROTC.
Yeah, because every kid's like, I'm just going to work with my dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Which
what does your
probably
dad
actually
do?
ended up working out good for them,
Well,
depending.
a lot of them are dead.
Do you know? Let me ask you this: out of the kids that you went to ROTC with, did any of them go on to go into the military?
Oh, yeah.
I asked
A
him
lot
that.
of
He
them.
said a lot.
A lot of
A
them.
lot. Okay. Have we?
They like knew that that's what they wanted to do.
So right now, one of them is on a submarine. One
Oh,
that
I'm
Sean
sure.
Madden's doing.
Yeah, some of
and
them are in the desert right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love to talk to a submarine attendee.
Attending.
I like that. He attends
Like
it.
they run the Staten Island ferry.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know what to call them. A submarine
Sailor.
sailor, but they're not are they a sailor?
They're not sailing.
No.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna consider them a sailor. They're in the Navy. It's a sailor.
Okay. I mean, you might be right. I'm not.
I think so.
There's
No.
got to be a name for someone specifically on a sub.
Yeah, I mean, you could say obviously there's a pilot, but the rest of the people aren't
A seaman.
pilot. Yeah, maybe
Let's see.
submariner.
Let's see.
Did you guys
A
have
submariner?
Did you guys have a sandwich chain called Submarina?
No.
No. Okay.
We had pub subs.
Was it good?
It's a grocery store. They make them for you there.
It's a grocery store called Pub Subs?
Publix.
Oh,
And we call them pub subs.
Publix.
Submarina.
Okay.
A submarina?
Mm-hmm. Or
It's-
a
No.
bubblehead.
Okay, wait.
Bubblehead. I love it.
Okay, wait. Back up.
Yeah.
Is it a submarina or a submariner?
The Rolex Submariner, is that have to do
It's
with...
an ER at the end.
Okay, because you said submarina, like it ended in an A, and I knew that was probably how someone from New York says it, and it's a submariner.
Submariner.
Way to ruin the podcast.
I think that you did that 30 minutes ago.
No,
That's-
guys, this has been a great episode. Jesus.
A
Fucking so
diver is
negative.
someone who dives underwater without.
So the nickname for them is a bubblehead.
Yeah.
And then a marine is a jarhead.
Sometimes sailors.
Right.
They are usually called submariners
Okay.
or
And how does that even...
sailors.
That's nice.
How did they even come up with that?
And sometimes sailors, yeah.
A bubblehead?
To distinguish them from black shoes, surface navy.
Okay. Or Airedales, naval aviation.
Right.
Okay. They're
Sometimes
also
referred to as bubbleheads.
bubbleheads.
There you go.
I'm gonna go with bubblehead.
But you can. So I wasn't totally wrong. They are considered sailors.
Yeah,
Right, if
but
you're in
there's
the
a
Navy,
lot
you're a
of.
sailor.
But the technical, I feel like
Okay.
everyone in the Navy is considered a sailor.
So then I'll go back to
No, yeah, absolutely.
Even
my
the pilots.
initial statement. I'd like to speak with a bubblehead.
Bubblehead!
I need to know everything.
I'm sure we can Google all of it.
I feel like that came from an argument, like, to a marine. Well, you're a jarhead. Well, you're
That
a
would
bubblehead.
be-
Yeah.
So how long do you think you could do on a submarine?
After looking out the window for a day, that's probably it.
For 100
You have
grand,
to
for 100
understand.
grand, do you think you could do 6 months on a submarine?
No.
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 You think you go crazy?
I could.
6 months.
Yep.
No, we're not coming up.
There's no outside contact.
No sun.
I don't care.
You're going to
No
get your
daylight.
meditation on?
I could do a lot of
You're
things.
going to eat that food down there?
I could. I'm very. You know me. I'm very tolerant.
Yeah, but we're talking about 6 months.
For
Six-
100 grand.
Just hear me out.
It's not a lot when you...
Six
Well-
months. 6 months.
It's a lot, but you're
Do you make 100 grand in 6 months?
you're in a tube.
I
That
don't
you can't
care.
get out of.
Yeah, great. I don't have to talk to anybody.
No,
You
that's
do.
wrong. There's 100 people on
You're
board.
working.
Okay, I'll talk to them.
You got to deal with somebody you're not really fun. You got to deal with somebody who's
I'm telling
Someone's
you.
going to bang a fart on
Yeah.
that submarine, and you're going to go, you know what? It
Yeah.
is only 100 grand.
one of your sailor friends is going to go, "Do you have a mask?"
I don't think so.
Okay.
I
don't
could
think
do
there's
it
one.
For 100,000, I could do it.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You don't think I could?
I don't think I could do an hour.
That's you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident I could.
All right. Well, we'll enlist you tomorrow.
But think about it. 1 week.
Thank you for your service.
1 week.
I couldn't do a week.
That's what I'm saying.
A week for $100,000, I'll push it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
But just think after the
that
first
would be
week.
stupid if you didn't.
I will sleep for a week.
What would you do if I locked you in the closet right now and gave you a flashlight instead of seeing a week?
For $100,000?
I mean, that's the equivalent of what we're talking about here. Can't come out.
A week in a closet
That's different.
is a lot.
I'm just saying.
No, I know. It's brutal.
You can't do. I mean,
A certain type of person has to
I
be
guess
able to
you.
be
I
cool
guess
down there.
you know what?
People do it all the time.
Here's the
but
deal.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
It's just cold.
You can play cards.
You can find something to do.
You could, somebody strums a guitar.
But
and gives
me
away
just
their
knowing I'm in a
location.
metal tube,
The thought of
We're-
that is worse.
You're not 10 feet under the surface.
The thought of
You're
that is worse.
miles down.
So then how do those people
Like-
combat all of the pressure stuff? Like there's
That's the other thing.
There's got to be some
It's
people
built.
that
It's built for that.
So
Yeah, but you still feel
no
that.
one experiences any issues.
I'm sure there's something.
Of course they do.
I feel like
There's a whole training
the
process.
people that are on subs have to go through. There's probably people who are not fit to be on subs. They can't be bubbleheads.
No. I think it's a select group of people.
Yeah, not for
Myself,
me.
I think I could do it.
Because coming out of there in 6 months on land, like when you be like, in the sun, like it's
Yes.
weird, dude.
Yes.
And you gotta like stay in shape. You can't just.
Let me ask you this: if
No.
you had to bet on me staying down there for 6 months,
Yeah.
would you bet that I could do it?
50-50.
50-50?
Mhm.
That's not an answer. It's either yes or no.
Wait till your roots start coming in.
Listen, for $100,000, I could get my hair done for a really long fucking time.
Okay. I'm just saying. Just, you don't take into account how much you enjoy the normalcies of life.
No, I do.
6 months. It's crazy. I mean,
It's a lot.
think about how long a month is. And then they go, 5 more.
It's so true.
Yeah. How
5 more.
about first week? How's everything going? First week.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 6 more months.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
179 more days.
So is that a yes or a no?
Do I think that you can do it? Well, I do know you have like really good. You can deal with a lot. You've been married to me, so.
What would you do down there?
You play cards.
Catan.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I play
yeah.
so many games.
We got to play after this, by the way.
She's the
play
only
so many
sailor
games.
getting on the ship with her Catan.
Yeah, I'm ready for my 6 months.
Fucking bubblehead bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
ready
guess
for my 6
you
months.
could probably do it. It just you'd probably come back up and go never again.
Sure, that's fine. But I think I could do it.
I think everyone's underestimating. I think you're underestimating it.
I probably am, but I
you're
still
really
think I could do it.
I think it's a whole nother life.
I'm sure if we watched a behind the scenes video of like, and this is where I sleep, and this is where you'd be like, no.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
This is probably going to sound retarded, but there might be something about the super simplicity of it that felt a little bit good.
I don't think that's retarded. I think that's a valid point.
It is a valid
I just
point.
think it'd be so simple that you go.
Yeah.
No.
But if I knew that it was only 6 months and never again, I think I could get
Mentally
into
do
the
it.
mindset of going like, okay,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I can
I
get
hear
in
you.
this bunk, fight off these lesbians, and just
I hope there's one podcast listener on a submarine going, these fucking assholes.
He's just like,
Yeah. He goes,
so mad.
I'm doing it for 30.
There's definitely a hit out on me right now.
that's the other question.
Doing it for 30 grand.
I know that they have medical staff on those, but like, what happens if somebody needs like,
To give birth.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what if it's just a party down there, dude? What if you come back up to the surface, they open the top, it's just weed smoke, and then there's just beer cans
The
all over.
seaweed is always
That's actually-
greener.
Yeah, they come up there like, that was fucking awesome!
No.
We gotta do that shit again! And they're like, alright, we gotta fire this whole platoon.
They just pull into San Diego. They get a Bev mode delivery.
Here we go, we're going back down.
How many cases did you get?
Yeah, they just come up for the freaking White Claw.
Let's see.
Pretty funny. What are you looking up now?
I want to see if there's alcohol out on a submarine.
There has to be, right?
That's
No.
a really interesting question.
Strictly prohibited.
I mean, I
They
feel...
bring it on.
Of course they do.
There's people getting smashed down there.
But I feel like any situation like that, military, whether they're at a base or they're on a Navy ship or in a fucking submarine.
See, I couldn't be on an aircraft carrier.
Why?
Well, actually, I knew a guy who was on one, and he said it was the best because they just drop you off in another country,
Right.
and you can just kind of,
Yeah.
you're just basically immune to
Well, here's the other question.
anything consequences.
Right.
When you're down on a submarine for 6 months, maybe this is a ridiculous question. Where does all that trash go? 100 people on a submarine for 6 months?
That
Where-
is an amazing
where the
question.
hell-
They probably just put it in a torpedo.
Yeah.
Just shoot it
Yeah,
across
Yeah.
the
they
ocean.
just shoot it into a fish. Into a
Jerry the turtle.
yeah,
New Capri Sun.
they just shoot it right into a coral reef. They don't
I
give a
mean,
shit.
think about how much trash you and I produce in 2 days,
Right.
let alone 100 people.
For 6 months.
Right.
They have trash disposal units, which are exactly what you think they are. Somewhere in the submarine, there is a long tube or a shaft which has a ball valve separating it from the ocean. Crew members have
It
to
probably
assemble
compacts it.
canisters from pre-punched galvanized perforated steel sheets.
There's an answer for everything.
There is. This was actually, I didn't know we'd do an hour on submarines.
It's fast. I don't even know how we got
in
started,
the whole
but
episode 82.
it was fascinating. I kind of wish this was
It's
episode
actually
83.
pumped out.
It probably will be.
Okay.
Pumped
Make
out
my
against
job
the
a lot
ambient
easier.
sea pressure or blown out using pressurized air. The cans are ejected from the submarine using a trash disposal unit.
Oh, so they do get rid of them.
They do.
That's crazy.
So
Where
it's
do they
basically like
go?
anything else in the ocean.
Just
Just
leave.
leave them on the bottom.
I mean, there's barges
Well,
floating out to the middle of the ocean carrying
But
all this shit out.
they do say that, like, when a ship sinks, a whole ecosystem develops around that. So it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Mhm.
It's just
That is wild, though.
Wow.
the plant life just grows around it, and it becomes a part of the ocean floor.
Fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Well, hopefully you learned something here.
We learned nothing.
We learned a lot,
I
actually.
learned a lot about submarines.
Yeah, that was pretty
Sean.
good.
It's really your military experience in high school
Right.
led us down this path.
Yes.
ROTC in the
Yeah.
Thank you for your
USA.
service.
Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you very much.
Very well.
Thank you.
I didn't even make private, but
It's okay.
I figured out how to weasel my way through 4 years.
Yep.
You guys are about to thank me for my service when I go down in a submarine for 6 months. Prove you all wrong.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, there's your vote against me.
Just get your submarine license like Ghislaine.
I might.
Might have to. I could see you guys having your own submarine. Yeah. Listening to James Brown waving the fish.
We'll be coming up every 30 minutes for Lindsay's Prosecco delivery.
Yeah, pretty much.
How about your
Pressurized.
cigar smoking?
Oh, that's really
That's
part
gonna
of a
be-
submarine. You got to sweat it out under the red light.
Yeah. I know. Crimson Tide.
Yeah, fantastic.
Guys, I just want to say you're like my favorite people, and thank you for
Back at you.
doing this episode.
The best.